Meet Nettle.
She is very energetic. Come on, Nettle. Come on.
You walk through that door and she's, I'm here to play, I'm here to make you feel better. Let's have some fun.
She is a very happy dog.
This yellow lab is a ray of light to twins Jade and Brook, who share almost everything, including type 2 diabetes.
Diabetes never sleeps.
And parents Terry and Beata has struggled ever since the twins were diagnosed.
Let's put those in the bag.
So when this devoted pup arrived, they couldn't have been more thankful.
She's an angel.
God gave us this little angel, hooray!
But prior to this miracle worker's arrival, stress and exhaustion
Check your strips.
were just part of their everyday lives.
When the girls were 3, it was really tough sitting in that hospital, and it's taking 2 nurses and myself to hold this kid down while they scream at you, Dad, don't hurt me, because I'm trying to give them their insulin. You know, they'll stick a knife through me.
But it comes down to this is what saves their life.
Because if left untreated, type 2 diabetes could result in serious consequences, even death.
Needles 24/7, checking blood sugars all the time. I hated doing that. It felt like torture.
Because the twins check their blood sugar levels every 2 hours. For parents Beata and Joe, sleep was hard to come by.
They were up multiple times during the night. They were lucky to maybe get 4 hours collectively between the two of them because they were constantly off and on, every few hours. So it was very difficult for them.
It's not an easy disease to manage. You're always on guard. There were times you would feel like you were in a dark place and you were wondering, is there ever going to be a light at the end of this tunnel?
Mom, we're low.
Okay.
But that light did come because at the same time the Boardmans were struggling, the Lions Foundation was working on a training dog for this specific need.
We were one of the first applicants and we got accepted into the program.
We are very lucky and happy to be the very first people in Canada to have this kind of a dog.
The bond happened, I would say, probably the first day we showed up at the dog guides.
I think Nettle's ready to go, girls.
It was almost instantaneous. Nettle, when she got a chance to sit with the girls, it just kind of melded. And it was like, it was hard to watch because I have finally seen a smile on their girls' faces.
Paw.
And
Paw. Good girl, Nettle.
it was like, finally, my kid's got a break.
It didn't take long for Nettle to prove she was much more than a furry companion.
The third night Nettle was home, she alerted us to the first low.
Nettle came at 3 in the morning and woke me up. I thought she was just uncomfortable in the house being new. But when I thought, you know what, I'm gonna let her, give her the benefit of the doubt, and I checked and Jade was 3.2 and I was just like, what?
She might not have made it till morning if we wouldn't have administered juice to get her blood sugar back up. At that point, I said to my husband, you know what? She's never leaving here. She's our lifesaver.
Since we've had her the past 3 years, we've had over 14 lows now in the middle of the night. So when I started seeing Nettle doing this every time and she was bang on, it was just like this dog just blew me away.
Nettle isn't the only amazing Labrador retriever. This breed has been used for a variety of scent-related jobs, including disease, drug and bomb detection, as well as research and rescue.
To put it in perspective, persons can smell a teaspoon of sugar in a cup of tea. Nettle can smell a teaspoon of sugar in an Olympic-sized pool full of people in chlorine. That's how sensitive they are in detecting a low blood sugar.
These service dogs require ongoing training, and Nettle is no exception.
The continuous training that we do with her keeps her motivated, keeps her sharp.
We help Nettle practicing her job with scent pods.
So you know the routine, we're gonna hide the pod.
We breathe into them and we do little tests, put the scent pod around us, and then she has to sniff and then run across the room to get our parents.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Show me. What's wrong? Where is it? Where is it? Good girl. Where is it?
Show us.
Show me. Where is it?
Oh, good girl.
We also do Go Fetch. Nettle, fetch. Go Fetch is a little sugar kit on the main floor. It's in a little water bottle. She only has to get that when we are feeling way too weak and we're about to go in a coma. When she hears Go Fetch, she will go and get it and she will come to the floor where we are. Good girl, yay! You can't be in high or else you go into coma. You can't be too low, you'll go into coma. Either way, you can die.
With Nettle, it's more crucial for us to work her at night when the girls are sleeping, where they might be unaware that their blood sugars are low. So during the day when the girls are at school and we're at work, Nettle rests, but when we take her collar off and her vest off, she knows it's playtime.
No matter how hard a day you had, you walk through that door and whatever happened that day is gone. Because I'm here to play, I'm here to make you feel better. Let's have some fun.
She likes to play just like any other dog, and she has lots of fun doing it.
She loves to fetch. You see this dog and you would swear it was just a normal dog. Just run around having a good old time and enjoying themselves. But when it comes time to say, okay, we're done, you call her back.
She'll come.
She comes over, sits right beside you, slip the collar and vest back on her, and it's back into work mode again.
It's been 3 years since the Boardmans got the country's first diabetic alert dog.
Nettle.
Since then, Nettle has positively impacted their lives in many ways, including some they never anticipated.
When Nettle came into their lives, the rest of the kids in the area, they started realizing, hey man, this dog's really cool. So it was an emotional lift for my girls that, hey, they started making friends at school. And kids started realizing, you know what, let's give these kids a little bit of a break. They deal with a lot.
They were a little withdrawn when they first got to school because they knew they were different. Now I think they have a little more confidence, they're a little more outgoing, they're a little more outspoken, and I think a lot of that is because of Nettle.
And the hyperactivity they used to have is kind of balanced out by her because she's very calm when she's working with them. And having a dog is a great responsibility, especially because she's a trained working dog. Nettle, come. I feel as though in the last few years, she's helped with the girls' maturity and independence.
With Nettle's help, the family has made great strides. But there's still one privilege the twins desperately want.
It's kind of embarrassing for our parents to always be around because it's like we're being caged in. Regular kids that don't have this, they don't really have their parents stalking them all the time.
My husband and I, we've always been very much of helicopter parents.
The girls have never had the advantage of being able to just go to the park with their friends or just be away from mom and dad. I know sometimes they think we smother them.
Whether it was school trips or otherwise, one of us has always watched them. So for them to go by themselves is like a milestone.
They are allowing us to be by ourselves for a couple of hours. Finally.
At some point we're going to have to let them fly. But even with Nettle there, it's going to be hard to do.
Jade and Brook are off to have fun at a bowling alley. Accompanied by their service dog Nettle, this will be the first time the twins have gone out without their parents.
Freedom!
They're super pumped because it's going to be the first time away from mom and dad.
Mom and Dad trust Nettle to alert the girls should their blood sugar levels cause concern. But they're still quite nervous.
On one side of it, we're happy for them because we're giving them some freedom that they desperately want. But on the other side, we're still worried.
Kids don't want their parents around. Dog, on the other hand, is more acceptable with their friends. So I think that will help them transition into a little more responsibility.
They've grown a lot since Nettle's come into the family with responsibility, so we feel we can trust them and they will be safe with Nettle being there. You know the rules. Check your blood sugars. Keep Nettle close by. Have a good time. We'll be back to pick you up in about an hour and a half. And no talking to boys. Okay? Have fun.
Bye.
When Nettle came along, I started to realize, you know what, we now have something here that's going to be my rock. She's going to be there to keep an eye on my girls for me.
Come on, guys. First time alone, first time going bowling in years.
It's hard to put in words.
Freedom! No parents whatsoever. That sucks. Oh! I still got it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, start it!
Thanks, my turn.
Yeah. I missed. Oh! No!
She is everything to us.
I think in some ways, Nettle has become a tool to help get us through the hard times, to make us feel better when things are not going well.
Good girl.
And being with her around us, you just know everything's going to be fine and okay.
You're good.